Welcome everyone to another video in the simulating the McLaren's rise to dominance career mode, where we have kind of been making steady progress, trying to keep ahead of Alpine in P5, trying to close in on Mercedes. Up next, Austrian Grand Prix. Now, I'm gonna be doing another 2-race episode part, whatever you want to call it, because I feel like 3 is a little long. If you still feel like this is a little shorter, can we do 3 races? We can do that. We will do 3 races from next part onwards. And let me know in the comments. I mean, I've recorded this before I have put out the previous one, so just bear with me as things are going to be slower. I'm doing this so that we can get episodes every other day. Basically, that's the goal for now. Every other day, I'm going to try to get it out. Now, last time around, I kind of told you guys we were going to take a look at all of this. So we've got Alex Palou's contract is ending by the end of the season. So that puts kind of like a time limit on us to make sure that, do we want to keep Alex Palou or do we have someone else in the site? And specifically, someone from the F2. Because right now, it's looking like Jean Derouvla, Ralph Bouchon, and Theo Pourchaire are the 3 Champions protagonists. Ayumu Iwasa is getting close to challenge for the 3rd place. We'll see near the end of the season who has had the most performances, because although Jean Derouvla is leading, Ralph Bouchon has got more race wins than anybody out there. So just something to keep an eye on. Obviously, we also need to keep an eye on, who is it? On some people from the F3s. But it's looking, for example, Dino Bogdanovic, Gabriel Bortoleto, who is recently, last 2 weeks ago, has signed an actual contract with Mclaren, so that puts us in a good position. We are not gonna go out of our way, so we're gonna try to keep with some of the Mercedes linked drivers. Of course, we can take a look at these guys, but let's just keep an eye on that. Also, let's keep an eye on someone in case of some major problems that we can take a look at. Until the end of last race, we were leading both Mercedes with Lando. Lando was ahead of both Mercedes drivers. He's not too far behind Lance Stroll. So I think trying to get him to 6th place, it's up to him. Fastest pit stop, we're 2nd best. Level on points with Aston Martin. That's looking pretty decent. That's looking pretty good. We already talked about the championship. And Peter Prodromou, head of aerodynamics. So let's take a look at who is open. Ooh, wow. We've got Diego Tondi, who's open to negotiations with us at the end of the season. Jared Murphy is also open. Basically, everyone except for Enrico Balbo are open for negotiation. That is surprising, to all things considered. Let's scout Diego Tondi. I think that's a good shout. Rear wing design has been completed. Suspension manufacture has been completed, which means we have no manufacturing capacity. Why do we have no manufacturing capacity? What are we manufacturing? Okay. We're developing all this. Okay. Which means chassis. Oh wow. Suspension, rear wing, and chassis are the ones we are actually. Suspension, chassis, and rear wing is the ones we need to develop, and we're manufacturing rear wing and chassis. On the floor, not yet. Okay. Good to see that. It's looking pretty good. What's our car looking like? So yeah, we need major improvements in medium speed. That's basically, we need to focus, go full force focus on medium speed cornering pretty soon. Let's go to warehouses. Let's see where we gain. This would give us a little bit more of a gain in high speeds. Rear wing gives us a decent medium speed gains. But specifically in terms of DRS effectiveness is where it is the greatest. Yeah. So I think we need to start focusing on research pretty soon. We have facilities. I think our design center is coming in 65 days. But I think we're fine for now. Encore is manufactured. There we go. Okay. So first things first, we have a chassis. Let's put it on the car one for a moment. Because I want to see where this puts us. Okay. Right before a race, it puts us as the third best car in high speeds. That's looking pretty decent. I feel that I think, yeah, we'll put it back to, I think we'll put it on Lando's car, chassis and rear wing. I think that's the right way, right approach. Manufacture this. Okay, we need to start saving up a little bit. Okay. We're gonna start getting some money coming in for next one. We need to lower our spending a little bit now because it's starting to get a little bit out of hand because of the last few days of upgrades, the research and everything. So I think we need to very much I think we're gonna say 10th with at least one driver. And I think we need to put qualifying streak 10th. And we put it on 3. No, we'll put it on 2. I think that's we'll go with that. I think we'll edit Q2 to 2 drivers. Gonna almost double everything, but I think getting into Q2 is a baseline now. We need to make it so that it becomes every single race we get into Q2, basically with both drivers. I think that should be our goal predominantly. Let's take a look. Ooh, we're gonna have some heavy rain in the race. And it's also a sprint weekend, let's not forget. So we're gonna manage this practice session, obviously, because that's it's important. And we go to the old components to save our current components. Okay. I'm gonna use these components as much as we can. Okay, that's sort of setup. Alright, there we go. Testing setup, there we go. And again, you have 2 sets of hards. I feel like we will use 1 set of hards for both drivers. Yeah. I think we'll increase this to 16 laps. Just so that we have that play. And let's go to manage practice sessions. Now this is very important for us. There we go, sending them both out. Okay, avoid high-risk curbs for both the drivers, and we're gonna put it on conserve, so they're gonna not use any of the tires. So we're gonna have a major difference. So our engine is now causing us major problems. Of course, these are all worn out parts, so let's not forget that this is just practice. It's for the setup. That's what we're doing. We're trying to save as many components in terms of engines as we can. We're about half a second slower than with worn out parts than everybody else. I mean, the pace is looking, wow, faster than an Alpine briefly. Okay. 16 laps doesn't do much, but that's okay. Okay, we already got an optimal. Okay. I mean, the tire wear is basically 0, which is good to see because that's like giving us a good run for what we were expecting, honestly. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I feel like if we can get the amount of laps we need. Piastri's actually getting quicker in terms of his development feedback. He's already on 3. He went out after Lando did, so I think he's quicker. They're about comparable. Or maybe a lap difference. Looking pretty good, actually. Whoa. Okay, got a little bit of time left. There we go. Okay. Okay. Wow. This setup is gonna be just gonna be a mess. Yeah, it's gonna be a mess. We're not gonna have a good setup for this race, honestly. There's gonna be no confidence in both drivers in these setups. The Williams team is making a major progress in general. Verstappen crashes.
There's been a crash.
Total safety car ending. Traffic.
A few minutes left. We'll get a little bit of data from both drivers. Maybe around 2. 2 out of 5, that would be good, but I think having a little bit more might be a bit useful. Would be nice. It would be a nice to have. Can we get a 3? Tell me we can get a 3 out of 5. Yeah, we get a 3 out of 5.
Okay, that's the checkered flag.
It's nice. That's good to see. This gives us a little bit of an understanding of where to expect, but the confidence is nothing. There's just no confidence from both drivers in the setup. It's unfortunate. Sometimes you do get these kind of days.
Welcome, everyone.
And we're already into qualifying. We're already into qualifying. Okay, so this is optimal. This is bad. This is giving us a good info. Okay, so if we keep it in there, we will be in a good position. Okay, this will get us into a pretty decent spot. Okay, beautiful. And I think this is actually just an 80% actually, so I think I'm gonna leave that there. Let's go back to the good components. As you can see, we are now saving up a lot of wear. As you can see, it's about 4%, 5% per component per practice session. Which means that it's possible that at least the engines and the gearbox, the ERS and the engines, we will make it to about 3/4 of the way of the season before we start using new parts. Okay, let's go to 2 runs. There doesn't seem like there's going to be any rain, so we're good for now. We're going to send out Lando.
Sessions should be starting now.
And Oscar right afterwards. Okay, more than a second.
Drive to the Delta. And we are boxes lap.
Okay, not a great run.
P7.
We're gonna put him on.
If you could keep your pace up on the in lap. Copy.
We're gonna put them on a new set, I think. You know what? I think Oscar has it in him. To keep it on this set and do a double run.
So this is what happened. Now this was on the straight.
It's a red flag. But I think we're fine. Gasly's out. I think Norris is okay. We'll send out Oscar. Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's improving enough. It is an old set, so we can't.
Yep.
We can't hold it against him. But it is something to be careful about. 3/10. Does... Oh, he's through. We've made 2 guys go into Q2. So that's one of our sponsor objectives completed. We need 1 drive. We need them both. Ooh, 95 and 86. Wow, the setup that I put on Oscar was better than the setup he was on. We're gonna do 2 runs. We're gonna do 2 runs with him, and I think we're good. I think we'll go with this. We're gonna go into the managed qualifying. We'll send out Oscar right away.
Okay, Oscar. So the track won't go green now.
And Lando goes out right behind. Oscar gets a completely clean run. What's the difference?
Delta negative at the end of the lap. Okay, look after the fuel on the way in.
About he's a 10th off of Lando. He's gonna go right behind Sainz just to get another run in. Ocon and Lando set the exact same time.
So we are now P9. It's a good lap.
Oh, Oscar just doesn't make it through by 0.04 of a second. And that might become a bit more. I'm expecting. No. 0.04 of a second. That's what he needed. If he was on a newer set, he would have made it through. But crucially, he's very close to making it through. Honestly, being a 10th off your teammate who is on a newer spec. Very good. It's a very good run, actually. That looks just like that looks like the actual pace of this car. It's good. I like that we're here. Okay, we're gonna do a single run on an old set, and then we'll do a double run on the newer set. I'm gonna send him out right away.
Track should be green.
It looked a little cloudy, so I just thought might as well
Drive to the Delta. And we're box this lap, cool the car.
7/10.
Come.
I'm gonna do a double run. Okay. Does that give us a clean track? Oh, come on. Is that gonna give us a good run? Ooh, P5!
This is currently P5.
0.04 ahead of a Sainz, of a Juan Carlos Sainz. Splitting the 2 Ferraris ahead of the 2 Mercedes. Okay, this is a very good starting spot. Honestly. Fernando Alonso gets pole. Lance Stroll's in 3rd. That's not... Okay, this is a surprising grid. So that's the difference. Lando almost got into 103s. Jeez, okay. Very good starting position. Just need to get points. Now, we're going to go back to this. I believe this is not going to affect us whatsoever, because it's just the same spec car parts. I'm literally doing this just to test out something. I've not actually ever tried this, where I use bad specs even for the practice sessions in between. Let's simulate that. I mean, there's nothing, no changes to the setup or whatsoever, so it's just a slight.
Well, it's a
just to make
format
sure
this
that we don't
weekend,
affect
with
our actual running, kind of. As you can see, I'm gonna go back to this one. Okay, that practice set only took out 2% of the gearbox, which is good to see. I think we're gonna make it for a very long distance. I think we're gonna go soft with both drivers. I think so. The soft gamble is something we're gonna go for.
we're ready for 20.
And that's gonna get us some
We're all
massive.
ready to go for the sprint.
Everyone is on the mediums, it seems.
And it's lights out, and away we go.
Yeah, everyone is on the mediums. We're gonna go this way, and we're gonna go maximum attack with both drivers.
No curbs.
Yeah, copy.
You know what? We're gonna go like this. Just gonna ruin the tires. Just reduce the wear a little bit. Okay. And go maximum attack. Keep it going. '11th and 7th as a starting position will be very much appreciated.
And yes we have. We've had a crash. What happened there?
Slightly running wide, that's fine. We're okay with this.
Alonso has done it. Fernando Alonso is today's Grand Prix winner.
8th and 11th as a starting position for the next race. Looking very, very good.
And for Lando Norris,
It's a point, please. Give us a little bit of some points. Very nice to see.
the excitement.
Now, we're gonna go track grab. It's gonna go full wet very quickly. So it's gonna go full wet very quickly. So we're gonna go this way, and then it goes to intermediate for the rest of the race. I think that's the strategy we're going for with both drivers. It's a very weird strategy. Yeah, that's gonna be the strategy we're gonna go for. This is gonna get lower, and then it's gonna get worse again. Think we're gonna go full fuel burn mode. I think that's gonna be the right approach here. Brand new set of softs for both drivers. Let's get into the race. Let's see what we can
Here
do.
among the Austrian mountains, it's the race we've all been waiting for.
Everybody on
It's the
softs?
Austrian
I think
Grand Prix.
everybody's on softs. I think what I can see here,
And it's lights
everybody
out,
is on softs.
And away we go.
Yeah, everybody's on softs.
Bit of rain. Okay, understood.
Okay, now we need to be very tactical about this. Okay, as soon as we see Leclerc going to peel into the pits, we're gonna peel into the pits with Oscar. Anybody going to the pits just yet? Not really. We're just spending time here right now because that's gonna get us a big improvement. I mean, still nobody going to the pits. It's not wet enough for it to require. Again. Just keeping an eye on anybody going to the pits as much as I can. Tone it down slightly, just so that we keep up with the guys in front and reduce the temperatures, which increases wear, obviously. Oh. Feel like there has been some kind of lockup. Oh, Claire around the outside. Wow. Nobody into the pits just yet. Okay. I think we're open to a pit stop pretty soon. Feel like we need to be ready for these pit stops. Still nobody. Wow. Oh. Oh, come on. Oh. Oh, come on. I need to exit the game. Game crashes do not help my case. Okay. Now, here's to hoping that everything goes well. At least I had an autosave for this part, so we're gonna go back to this. We're not gonna put you guys saw what strategy we're gonna do, so I'm not gonna bore you with me explaining why. You will have seen it already. I'm not gonna edit that part out. Whatever, you know, it's just gonna save me time, obviously. but we're just gonna go for it. We're gonna go for
Here
it.
among the Austrian mountains, it's the race we've
Now.
all been waiting for. It's the Austrian Grand Prix.
The whole point of this is we're not gonna go
It's
for high
lights
risk
out,
overtakes.
and away we go.
Just gonna go like this, and we're just
And
gonna.
overtake is available.
Yeah, all good.
Lando gets a very bad start. It's okay. Could have been worse.
Yeah, a lot of rain.
Okay, understood.
It's raining. Starting to be a little. I mean, Oscar is running with.
Now is that Yuki Tsunoda?
Oh.
Yeah, confirm.
Tires are gonna start cooling off pretty quickly. 9th. Piastri is catching Magnussen. Ooh, the first set of pit stops are happening. Okay. First pit stop goes to... Gonna go there.
How's the track now?
Okay, Piastri lost out a little bit. It's unfortunate. We're gonna go. He's running wide. Let's go into balance mode now. We're 2.5 laps down. That's okay, because in the wet conditions, fuel comes back to you very quickly. Norris running in 7th at the moment.
Oscar, is everything okay? Oh, okay.
Oh, we've had a crash.
Front wing. Okay. It was not Oscar's fault, it was Ocon's fault. Ocon destroying not only his own race, but that of Piastri as well. Talk about dirty. Okay, and Oscar making the most of his situation. In his next pit stop, he will get a new front wing. Let's not forget that. He's just not losing enough time, I believe. Yeah, he's lapping around the same time as Hamilton and Russell are. Faster at times even, so I'm not worried about Oscar just yet. Okay, it's now drying out for a considerable amount of time. Got some people pitting. Think we're gonna go into the pits with Norris. Think we'll do it. We'll follow everybody. Yeah, we'll follow Oscar. Okay. Losing out. Okay. Oscar just needs to get past people, but he's also getting lapped. Okay, Oscar is out of the points. That's confirmed. Eventually. Okay, the first thing we need to keep an eye on is the fact that the rain is gonna start getting harder and harder. Chassis damage, that's not something Oscar can get past. I think I think... Nobody's pitting just yet. Okay, is it gonna get much, much worse? No, it's not. If we just power through this... If we can just power through this, I think we'll only stand to gain. Yeah, our tire wear is way better than the rest of the grid, which means that even though it's getting worse from now, it's only going to get better. It's not drying out, but it is just getting better. And we've saved so much fuel, it's unreal. Okay, Lando is not particularly performing to where we expect them. He just needs to get past Gasly. That's basically, he needs to outscore Gasly to hold our points advantage. Yeah, just get past. Come on, buddy. You too.
And overtake is available.
Go for it.
Okay, that's the checkered flag. Finished P15.
Hold on, buddy. That was a tough
Okay.
race.
Not as many
What a remarkable...
points as we would have liked to get with the start that we had, but I mean, Ocon kind of destroyed our race. Just overall, just destroyed our race. Not just for himself, he just destroyed it for both of us. And again, with Lando, we're now ahead of both Mercedes drivers and catching up to Stroll. So that's a very, very strong result. 6 points separates us from Alpine. Not ideal. And 39 points to Mercedes. Our next set of upgrades are gonna get us some massive amount of points. I mean, we're fighting for P2 here, right here. So in the fast pit stop rankings, but we've had issues in every single pit stop except for this one, which just wasn't great. Unfortunate, out of our control. And with that, let's get on to the next race. Which is, I believe, Silverstone, which is going to be the first race where we get a bunch of upgrades. Swap out. There we go. Okay. Alright. Okay. 4 days. Still don't get anything in time for it. It's just terrible. Our upgrades are not coming in on time. That's the main issue that we're right now having. Car 2. Okay, we need to try and survive with this front wing because I'm not in the mood to manufacture 3. Just, you know what? We can't even manufacture anything, so I can't. Like, I really can't do much about this situation. Development. Oscar getting better and better and better. Lando approaching 80 rated overall. Looking very ominous. With his adaptability going up. And I think we're so far so good. I mean, they're gonna be exhausted because it's a very strong, it's a very packed week. You know what? We're just gonna do rest for them all. We're gonna be nice to our guys. We're just gonna get them to rest. We're not gonna give them... We're literally just gonna give them... They're gonna be hardworking this entire time. We don't care about the 500s. We need them to be in peak errorless form, basically. They get a week off. And I think just every Tuesday we will put them on pit stop drills. We just put them on gym training. I think that's the best way to go. You know what? Just in the afternoons. Gonna do afternoon gym training, basically. Can we get away with gym training like this? Feel like if we do it like this, we might actually get the best performance out of them while giving them the rest they need. Okay, I think that's the best way to go here. Okay, so you're gonna see a big edit. I'm doing this a bit day apart. So the last round that you saw just now, I did that yesterday. I kind of had to do something middle of this recording, so I'm gonna do a small recap. You're not gonna like it, but anyway, we're getting to the British Grand Prix. I did some stuff because I forgot that I stopped recording, and then I was like, oh, you know what? Never mind, I'll do it tomorrow. So we're doing pretty well. But our car is starting to show signs of stagnation. which basically means that we're struggling. We're just struggling. There's just nothing we really can do. This is inaccurate to a certain extent. It's another 2-3 positions up behind, but now we're starting to have a car that does overpower the Red Bull in some aspects, the Mercedes, the Alpines, the Ferrari in 2 aspects, just the high speeds, and the Williams. As you can see, it's showing us that in comparison, we're doing very, very well. We're doing very, very great. We're doing very well. Compared to car 2 is better. It's the car that's on a newer spec. Let's not forget that. So if we change this to car 2, we should get a better idea of where our car would be. We overpower in most aspects, but the Red Bull is better than us. In most aspects. Yeah. In most aspects, but we're getting there. We're getting there. We need to start doing some research pretty soon. The Mercedes. We're close. We're close to beating the Alpine in every aspect, which I'm very happy about. I mean, things could be worse. Like, as you can see, it's just great. Hold up. DRS effectiveness for Williams is 0%. Wow. So their DRS basically means nothing. Oh, that's rough. The Haas is making some massive progress, actually. Honestly. They're pretty far. I mean, pretty far. The AlphaTauri's almost beaten out. And the Aston Martin is, I think, the best car in the grid, yeah. So that's something we need to be careful about. Now, 4 days. None of our upgrades are going to come anytime soon. So let's get into the race, because I've waffled long enough. We've waffled long enough. Our pit stops right now are going to be very bad. Let's not forget. Cars, warehouses. Okay, rear wing is now going to be installed on both cars. Side pods. I need these 2 parts. 3 million. We need to stay above 39 million. We're starting to show signs of problems. Showing signs of development, manufacture. Wait. Where are we struggling? Chassis. Front wing. That's the thing we're struggling with, right? If we just do one more. 900k. Okay, we're starting to get into the region of panic. But okay. 2 cars in Q2 is the crucial thing. Let's go to cars, let's go to warehouse. Chassis is coming in. You know what? We're gonna install on car. No, we're not gonna install on car 1 yet. I think it's better to leave it as is. This is getting manufactured. This gives us a few positions in low speed. But let's get into it. Practice sessions. 5 minutes. That's how much time I've wasted just now. Trying to reorient myself.
Welcome.
Of what's going
and
on.
Come on in.
You'll see some bits and pieces of this, but you just know what's going on. It's not a sprint, right? No, it's not a sprint. Okay. Just checking. Let's go back to these components. It's this. I think the gearbox is gonna be destroyed by the end of this. By the end of these practice sessions. So I'd like, honestly, to I'd like to be the one to say right now, we're gonna simulate all 3 practice sessions. Is the hope. If we can't, we can't. It's no worries. Okay. Okay, I think that's the setup. Yeah, sorry, I put this one already. Okay. I'm gonna simulate that now. 90 and 86. Oh, beautiful stuff. And it is official. We no longer have... We've used up our 1 gearbox now. Okay, we've got 2 more gearboxes left. This is round 9? That's it's gonna mean a lot. Minor change. This is just a very minor change. Let's simulate this session as well. Okay. 93, 92. Not a big difference, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. It's gonna get us quite far, I think.
There's tension.
I feel like we're gonna get... Okay. Okay, ERS is not damaging nearly as quick as I expected. So I'm happy with that. But our gearbox is, that's a million, okay. You need to keep an eye on top of it. I think now we need to focus on next season. I think after these upgrades, we have to focus on next season. There is literally no way we can do this. We can reach it otherwise. Otherwise we're gonna be deep into the cost cap. And that's gonna shaft us for next season a lot more. Unless we can get a massive amount of...
Okay, Oscar, so the track will go green now.
Otherwise we're gonna get problems
Loud and
for
clear.
next season as well. But we need a car that can survive next season substantially. I think we now need to focus on less on upgrades and more on research.
delta negative at the end of the lap.
If you could keep your pace up on the in lap.
Copy.
Yeah, Piastri did struggle massively on his run, so we need to put him on a new, send him out again. Yeah, he's getting traffic the entire way. Yeah, he's getting traffic in every sector. It's like
I could recharge on and box this lap.
impossible for him to get anything out of this car right now. Yeah, he's just getting shafted like 1.5 seconds. That's not a difference that Oscar has. He's just been shafted by traffic the entire time. I think it's partially because of me as well, but I can't just say that I'm the only reason. Traffic was just terrible. Okay, first one out of the gates with Lando. That goes one of our sponsor objectives. Seven tenths. We're gonna reduce that. Oh, beautiful. Norris right behind Verstappen. Hopefully he gets a lot of slipstream. Oh, Leclerc, you absolutely...
P7 at the moment.
Yeah, we made it through. Yeah. Okay. I think we're okay. We're gonna be fine.
Okay, so that's a green light.
Oh my god, this freaking glitch. Okay, attempt number 2 for qualifying 3. I'm really hoping that we can get through this session because the glitches are not helping.
Track should be green.
We're not one of the first people out.
And ready to check Lando.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yep, loud and clear.
Perfect. I hope Sainz gets like nothing. Nothing.
P7 at the moment.
We're not gonna do another run. Screw that. I'm okay with not doing another run here. I'm gonna let it run out. Yeah. There's no point in doing another run. P8. 8 positions on his teammate, but his teammate is on a lower spec car, kind of. Has been for most of the season. So I think a medium hard or a soft medium. I think soft medium, and then we go medium hard for Lando. We're gonna use the fuel. Yeah, we're good. I think I'm gonna do soft, medium soft for
British Grand Prix
Oscar,
is nearly upon-
just that he has that chance
Hold on tight.
near
It's
the end of the
British
race to
Grand
be
Prix.
quicker.
It's lights out and away we go. And oh, what's happened there with Nick de Vries?
Oh, Nick de Vries is not having a good season.
Down at Luffield. Cutting it so close. Has to be said, that was pretty risky. I imagine that...
Yeah.
Press overtake.
Yeah, confirm. Yes, use the chance now.
No,
Perfect.
I'm not gonna go that way. I'm gonna go. Avoid high risk curbs and go maximum attack. With
Snap
you,
the curbs.
Copy.
go maximum attack. Oh, Verstappen's in 11th. Oh, he took an engine penalty. Right. Don't over defend, Lando. Don't defend all that hard. It's okay if you lose out some positions. We're gonna go to balance now.
It helps when you stay on the track there.
Deep breath. You're going to be okay.
I'm running a little wide. It's alright. Alright, Oscar. Okay. Lando just needs to show that he is going to be quicker. Okay, he's gonna go a little less aggressive, and then we're gonna pit him to the mediums. There we go. That's the strategy he's gonna be on. It's a 5-second pit stop, second fastest pit stop of the race. Okay, that's surprising to say the least. Yes? Okay. Norris is keeping up with majority of the grid. He's in P6 on merit. He's gonna pit around the time that Verstappen pits. Okay, he's gonna pit this lap. Wait. He goes to hards. Are they really gonna go to the end on hards from here? Seems a little much. We're gonna go 2 laps extra, I think. Seems like they're pushing it. We'll go hards now. Then 7th. Behind Stroll and Gasly. But Gasly on a completely different stop, so it's okay. Okay. Okay, Gasly's gonna start losing out now, very quickly. As we can see, Oscar is making progress. He is gonna be on a newer set. Is it a big difference? Okay. We're gonna pit Oscar now. Comes out in P15. I think that's alright. Lando is not exactly catching. P8, which means he only stands to gain from this. Okay, so it's gonna be okay.
Yeah, okay, we don't want to lose too much time.
Okay. Yeah, they can just deploy the rest of the battery.
Pack is low.
Perez has crossed the line first.
Okay, that's the checkered flag.
P7
Checkered flag.
loses out one position, but that's
Finish
the
P15.
most we could actually get, I think. It's unfortunate, but it's okay.
Drive by Lando.
I think he held position. Yeah, he held position. Starting P7, finishing P7. Oscar Piastri made up one position, but he couldn't really do much from the strategy he had. I think the medium hard was the better strategy, but it's alright. Keep ahead of the Mercedes guys. We gain on the rest, so I think this is a good result thus far. I think we're getting closer to securing P5. 11 races done. Another 12 races to go. Looking good. I mean, decently in pit stops as well. Trying to keep in touch of the top 3 here, which is very nice to see. Even with all the mistakes, we're doing well. And with that, we will finish up the video right here. Sorry for all the breaks, but it is what it is. With a regulation vote that we're going to look at for next video. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe if you want to, if you like the video, and if you want to see more, please do comment below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Get out of here.